Hello, welcome to episode 2 of Lake Season's Greetings. I was a little bit nervous about playing Season's Greetings after playing Lake because it is a prequel, and playing something that's set before the events of another game can feel a little conflicting at times. In the case of Life is Strange, for example, I was very fortunate because I didn't play any of those games until the entire lot was published, which meant that I had the facility of playing Before the Storm before I played Life is Strange itself. In other words, in the correct chronology for events within the game, not in the order that they were published, because they were actually published the other way around. And I wondered whether that would be an issue here, having played Lake and then playing Season's Greetings, which predates it in terms of in-game chronology. I need not have worried, because actually it's enriched the experience, not detracted from it. Knowing something about the characters beforehand, knowing about Maureen and her cats, knowing about Angie and the video shop, and having visited the garage and seen what goes on there and all the rest of it, it just makes it more fascinating when you go back in time a year and you've got those connections flying around in your head, those resonances, those things that you already know about these people. You feel like you've been given prior knowledge of them. You've actually been given a privileged position because you know things about their future that they don't know, and that makes life interesting too. So I need not have worried at all. If anything, I think I'm beginning to realise now that sometimes it doesn't actually matter if something is a prequel. If it's done well, then it works, and this works for me. I'm invested in Thomas already. I'm invested in Meredith, even though she hasn't even appeared yet, and I'm not even sure if she does, because this is a complete blind playthrough. I do think that there will be 4 episodes. I keep oscillating between, can I fit this into 4 or not? I think I can. I still do have doubts though. So don't be surprised if I voice them. We'll see how it goes. I'll know, of course, by the end of this, but this is the intro. I will know by the end whether I'm going to be able to do it in 4. I know roughly the length of the game. So even though my playthroughs take longer, because I do like to think about options in dialogue, consider them, talk about them before I press a button and go for one, even though my playthroughs take longer, I still get a sense of roughly where I am in the game, based on the length of time it's taken other people to play through the game. And that's the only information about this game that I've got, the duration, which I'm working from. My aim will be to have reached a point at the end of this episode where I can say to myself I'm roughly halfway through, and then I can get it into 4 episodes. We shall see. That's all I wanted to say at the start of episode 2. It's more about doing this game and commenting as you're going along. So let's get into it, shall we, and see where Thomas is. Back to Lake Season's Greetings. Right, here we go. It's Tuesday afternoon. The phone's ringing again. Who could it be this time?
Yep, hello.
Hey, honey, it's me. Finally found time to call. I'm having such a busy day. Did you invite anyone else over for tomorrow?
Yes, I did, but no takers.
No.
So it's just you, me, and Mildred. Or is Beth coming as well?
Yeah, Beth is coming. So happy I could finally change her mind.
Nice work.
It's not Meredith though, is it? She's great company. It also means a little less Mildred. Yes.
It also means a little less Mildred.
Yes.
Oh, Thomas Weiss. No, this is not funny. Mildred is a sweetheart. And you better wear the Christmas sweater she knitted for you last year.
No. Don't do it. I love Christmas sweaters, so don't worry about it. Are you serious right now?
Are you serious right now?
Dead serious. I will not be the only one looking stupid. Oh, by the way, I've got great news. We finally found someone to take some shifts off my hands.
No.
That's fantastic. No more 60-hour work weeks.
Yes, we do know who it is. Do you know who it is? I also had a job interview today.
I also had a job interview today.
I wasn't at the interview, but I was introduced to him after he was hired.
Here we go. Did he wear glasses?
Did he wear glasses?
Yes, he did.
Did he have curly hair? Was he wearing a turtleneck sweater? Let's do the turtleneck sweater.
Was he wearing a turtleneck sweater?
Yeah. Are we playing Guess Who? His name is Matt Kearney. He said he's going to completely overhaul our computer system.
That's the guy I interviewed this afternoon.
Really? Did you like him?
Now be honest, Thomas. He sounded perfect. He'll do great. Can't say that I did, to be honest. He made my blood boil. That kid's a piece of work.
He made my blood boil. That kid's a piece of work.
Yikes. But it doesn't matter. He'll be taking the load off my shoulders. And I won't be working alongside him anyway. You'll probably see him more often than I will.
Unfortunately, you may be correct in that assumption. There was I thinking I dodged a bullet. You might be right about that. Let's do the dodged a bullet.
And there I was thinking I dodged a bullet.
Yes.
We'll see how it all pans out. Oh, gotta go now. Bye, hun.
Bye, Emily. I hate it when people don't wait for a reply. Oh, open agenda. Well, I don't have to pick up Meredith anymore, unfortunately. I've still got a dinner date with Emily, poker night with the guys, and that's about it. I'm going to read a book.
Major League Baseball umpires are required to wear black underwear while on the job, in case they split their pants.
That makes sense. I can understand
Golf
that.
is the only sport to have been played on the moon. On February 6th, 1971, Alan Shepard hit a golf ball on the moon.
He did.
Because of the low gravity, it may have traveled more than a mile.
Really? I'm not sure about that last statistic, actually. It's Christmas Day, everybody! I wonder if Santa's been.
Weiss residence, good morning.
Is it Meredith?
Hey, Dad. It's me.
Meredith.
Hey there, Em.
Meredith Christmas. Ready to have a Weiss Christmas? Merry Christmas. Oh, let's do the jokey one.
Merry-dith Christmas.
I was hoping to hear one of your special holiday puns.
Didn't disappoint.
Merry Christmas to you, too. I wish I was in PO right now.
Yeah, we all wish you were in PO right now. I think, just be honest. Yes, this white Christmas is also a very cold Christmas, but...
That makes two of us.
Yeah.
And probably three, but Mom's at the motel.
On Christmas Day?
Guess I'm not the only one working today, then. Fine mess I got myself into, huh?
Yeah. Oh, now I think you should give her your 2 cents. Offer some fatherly advice.
Do you want my 2 cents, or shall I just listen?
I reckon I already know what you're thinking, and you're probably right. I'll be okay, Dad. Work's progressing nicely, actually. And Tess is coming over later. She's also stuck here. We're going to try to cook up some semblance of a Christmas meal.
Well, that's good to hear, Em.
It is. At least she's not on her own. The other Em will be in charge of my Christmas dinner. She will.
But I'm glad the other Em will be in charge of my Christmas dinner.
Can't disagree there. Her lemon mashed potatoes alone blows all my cooking out of the water. Oh, that reminds me, I need to try to pry that secret recipe out of her. I'm gonna call her at the motel right now. Thanks for talking, Dad. And Merry-dith Christmas.
Oh, Mr. Thomas wishes you the same.
Missile Thomas wishes you the same.
Oh, I did not hear that. Love you.
And that was it. That was Christmas. I feel for them. Poor Thomas. Poor Thomas.
Oh, Mildred, you shouldn't have. We already have the most beautiful pair of Christmas sweaters in the world.
And now you've got some
Now
more.
we have 2 sweaters each. You must have put so much work into them.
Oh, please don't mention it, dearie. Knitting sweaters can be quite straining,
Yes.
but knowing how happy they make you always makes up for it.
Well, we're so grateful. Right, Thomas?
Come on, Thomas. Knitting sweaters can be quite straining. Receiving them can be quite straining. They're beautiful. Thank you so much, Mildred. Thank you, but I think you should not do this again. The devil in me.
Thank you, Mildred. But I really think you should not do this again.
Oh, I feel guilty you had to work so hard on them. You should also make other people happy. Yeah, spread the pain.
We have 2 each now. You should also make other people happy.
Yes.
Thomas, please don't be modest now.
Oh, no.
You and Emily are the nicest and hardest working people in P.O.
Oh, no.
And you fully deserve it.
Please stop giving me
I
sweaters.
also made sweaters for Frank and Jack and Robert and Bert, but they all said that wool gives them an allergic reaction. Isn't that a coincidence? Beth, I hope you aren't allergic to wool.
You're not going to believe the coincidence, Mildred, but yes, I actually am. And it's such a shame.
Oh, dear.
Only I, too, could celebrate Christmas wearing one of those beautiful sweaters. Anyway, Emily, would you be a darling and pass me the peas, please?
Peas? I don't... Oh, you mean the string beans. I suppose peas would have gone lovely with the meal as well, now that you mention it. Right, Thomas?
I suppose. I've had some beans already, thanks, dear. Peas, beans, it's all green to me.
Peas, beans, it's all green to me.
Oh, yes, of course. I meant the string beans. Of course, silly me. But let me get on with it. It's time for my presents now.
What
And
could
you
it
may
be?
have already guessed that they're books. Mildred, why don't you open yours first?
Well, I'm not really one for presents, but I appreciate the gesture. Let's see now.
Is it about cats?
The Cat's
Yes.
Pajamas. I've never heard of it, but it has a nice title, I suppose.
It's an encyclopedia about cats. A whiskerpedia, if you will. Someone drew my attention to it, and I immediately thought of you.
Oh, well, isn't that lovely? Such a heartfelt gift. Isn't it, Thomas?
Do you know, Emily keeps drawing Thomas into this conversation, and Thomas just wants it over with, doesn't he? That's it, Emily. That it is, Emily. That it is. You can start knitting your cats some pyjamas now.
Maybe you can start knitting your cats some pajamas now.
That's it. Poke the bear.
They do like balls of yarn. Thank you, Beth.
It was my pleasure, Mildred. And now for Emily's gift.
He wasn't being serious, Mildred.
Why, thank you, Beth. I do always appreciate your taste in books, so I'm looking forward to The Countess and the Carpenter. Ah, would you look at that? Is this a romance novel? I've never really read one of those.
Right in one guess, Emily. I hear the writer Summers here, so this book is locally sourced, so to speak.
Yes.
And, dare I say it, the prose is quite compelling in the romance department, if you catch my drift.
I think I do. Beth, you are something else. Thank you. This will certainly get a nice spot on our bookcase.
Yes. It will fill a hole, won't it? It will prop up a gap. I don't think I'll ever read it, but sure. Good to know the romance department is in our bookcase now. Oh, I don't think you could say you'll never read it, can you? Because that's so rude. You'd say that the romance department is in our bookcase now, but then I'm being the devil's advocate today, so...
I don't think I'll ever read it, but sure.
Well done, Thomas.
Well, I'm looking forward to reading it already. Thank you so much, dear Beth.
You're welcome, Emily. I'm sure you'll love it. Okay, Thomas, it's your turn now.
Oh, heck. Poor Thomas. What's this going to be?
Crazy sports facts, too. Even more crazy sports facts.
Oh, boy, I love this stuff. I still need to start on part 1, to be honest. You were reading it the other day. You read bits of it to me, only the day before. Oh, I'll do the I still need to start on part 1, to be honest. And that's not honest, though, is it? But then you're not being entirely honest in your responses, are you? Oh, go on.
I still need to start on part 1, to be honest. But I'm sure it's a remarkable collection of sports facts.
Remarkable.
Thanks, Beth.
You're welcome, Thomas. And you're right, there's some fascinating tidbits in part 1 as well. Even if one no longer actively plays sports, it's at least fun to read about it, right?
That's harsh. What a harsh thing to say. Hey now, I can still beat kids at basketball. I've never really been into sports, to be honest. But he had a conversation about sports with Frank, didn't he? He seemed to know quite a bit about it. So I think he'd be boasting about his continuing prowess.
Hey now, kids playing basketball still regret it when they challenge the mailman for a game of horse.
Well, there's no shame in admitting that you're not getting any younger, Thomas.
Steady.
In fact, none of us are exactly spring chickens anymore. Things like your arthritis can't magically be wished away by positive thinking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's not discuss this at the dinner table. Do you know, I can't help but thinking you two would have had a better date on Christmas Day if there'd just been the two of you. And yes, you'd have had plenty of food, but you could always have it cold later and do other stuff with it, you know?
You're right, Emily, but let's not burden our lovely guests with this right now.
Yes.
Who's up for some blueberry pie?
Yes, eat the pie.
Speaking of blueberries, my bridge partner Edna's niece discovered this mole last week.
Hold that thought, Mildred.
Thank
I really...
God, the phone rang. Please let it be an urgent thing at
Hello?
work.
Hi there. Could you put me through to Meredith Weiss, please?
Hey, isn't this Steve the boss? Excuse me, who is this? Meredith's not here. She's at home. Well, her home.
Meredith's not here. She's at home.
Who is this? Is
Gotcha,
it Steve?
but
Steve?
Here's the number she said I could reach her at.
On Christmas Day. You do understand that it's Christmas right now.
Do you understand that people are celebrating Christmas right now?
Wait, what? Christmas? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry to bother you. Is it Christmas already? Gosh, I totally missed that. I've been pulling a couple of all-nighters.
Have you? Work-related, I hope.
I'm gonna splash some water on my face. Sorry again, Mr. Weiss. Enjoy your evening. Bye. Merry Christmas.
Would he not know where Meredith was?
Everything okay, honey?
Oh yes.
That silly boss from Meredith's work called for some reason or other. Never mind. Beth, you were saying?
I wasn't actually.
Speak, Beth, please.
but I was looking for a way to say this, and now's as good a time as any, I suppose.
Why?
My dear friends, I am leaving Providence Oaks.
Oh no.
What?
You're what?
What's that, dear?
You cannot be serious.
Are you serious?
Well, before we move on to the sad part, let me first tell you the good part. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to be a grandmother.
Grandma Beth.
That is amazing!
Well, I'll be.
Whose mother?
I mean,
Mildred, keep up. What great news.
what great news.
Yes, my son Daniel and his wife are expecting. Isn't that wonderful?
It's fantastic.
But, and here's the proverbial kicker. You may remember that they moved to Savannah, Georgia a few years ago. So if you put two and two together...
They're having quadruplets. You're moving away to be with them.
Moving away to be with them. That's great, Beth. I'm so happy for you.
We're all happy for you, Beth.
That is marvelous, Beth. Congratulations.
Let's see what Mildred says.
I wish you and your family all the happiness in the world.
But
I'll miss you something terrible. We all will. But we have to toast to the good news. Thomas, go pour us some brandy and I'll get the pie.
Oh, Thomas, would you have any antacid? That eggnog is starting to stir up something indiscreet.
Mildred, you're a peach, aren't you? I can't imagine why it is you're not invited to more dinner parties.
You had me at brandy. Now, let's celebrate this wonderful evening, ladies. Here's to a lovely old Christmas spent with good friends.
Quite.
Here, here.
Here, here.
Oh, well, you're losing one more then. I mean, Bert's already legged it, so he didn't have to get given a Christmas jumper.
Hey, Thomas. Did you see the game last night?
Morning, Frank. Nope, we had our Christmas dinner.
Do you remember Christmas dinner, Frank? The dinner you were invited to but blew us off? What happened? I have a feeling you're going to talk about it anyway, Frank.
But I have a feeling you're going to talk about it anyway.
Go on, get it out of your system.
Celtics were up by 25 in the third quarter, but they still lost the game.
No.
In double overtime.
Wow. I thought the Celtics had a great team. So what was it? Was it a big payday for you? I still like Christmas dinners better, Frank. Let's find out if Frank Well, Frank may have got rich, but not rich enough to tuck his shirt in, I've just noticed.
So was it a big payday for you?
One of the biggest of the year. And now the odds are dropping for Boston.
Whoa.
I'm gonna bet on them to win it all this season. Yes.
Frank, think before you bet.
I'm not sure that's a good idea, Frank.
The voice of moderation.
We'll see. Have a good one today.
Frank's going to win $1 million, isn't he? Frank's going to win 10 million and buy most of Providence Oaks. I don't know. I'm getting in my van. I've got to think about my life.
Greetings, P.O. It's the second day of Christmas, and I don't have turtle doves or partridges in pear trees. But you know what I do have?
Go on.
P.O. positive or pet peeve.
It's still snowing, can I just point out?
Greetings to you too, Jack. It's, Angela here. I watched the movie Gremlins the other day.
Yeah.
Right in my own cozy VCR-equipped living room.
I know, it's astonishing.
And I just want to say that it was a lovely and inexpensive way to have a great time.
Thanks for the tip, Angie. Angela. I'm going to assume that wasn't a surreptitious advertising for Mr. Jack.
Of course it was.
And I'm also going to assume my next rental there will be free of charge. Hey! Okay, on to the weather. It looks like we'll have lots of snow today. How about some music now?
Yeah, how about some silence so I can concentrate on my driving? You had a fortunate escape vehicle that's just passing by. I'm going to go this way because that's the closest What the heck am I doing? The closest I am. Literally, I could have just walked across the street to deliver this. I did not need a van. Okay, let's exit. We're on Main Street. I've forgotten the number. It's the general store. Please don't be 2 parcels from Main Street because I'll probably get the wrong one. Let's check them out. Main Street 207.
Part and parcel.
Part and parcel. See what you did there? We're in the general store again. The stock has not changed, although they do seem to have had a run on cereals since last time we were in.
Yes, I understand, but Maureen said...
Doesn't really matter what Maureen said. I can't help that her orders have been delayed because of the snow.
Oh.
She should have just ordered sooner. It's not like New Year's Eve appeared on the calendar out of nowhere.
That's true, but it was only 2 weeks ago that she decided to throw a celebration at the diner. And once we're sure we can host a proper party for everyone, you are also invited.
That sounds an awful lot like blackmail to me. Please come to my party, Nancy. But first, hand over a football team supply of cheesy dip.
Gosh, she's so sour, isn't she?
I'm sure she didn't mean it that way, and I'm sure you're more than welcome either way. But I have to run now. Bye, Nancy, and hi-bye, Thomas.
Bye, Kay.
Bye, Kay.
Maureen Hennessy strikes again.
I don't think Maureen's done anything so badly wrong.
P.O. would be a boring place without her.
Boring? Drama-free might be the word you're looking for. One thing's for sure, she does not know how to run a business.
Hey, steady.
Always bites off more than she can chew. And now I'm supposed to come to the rescue?
She doesn't know how to run a business, says the woman with the everlasting cigarette clutched in her right hand. Isn't this a great opportunity for some extra revenue? You could be a party saviour. I wouldn't blame you if you left her high and dry. Let's appeal to her sense of revenue.
Isn't this a great opportunity to generate some extra revenue?
Yes.
The ridiculous discount she's demanding.
Oh.
It's mostly nothing but a great opportunity for a lot of extra work. Anyway, is that parcel for me? You can just put it on the counter.
It'd be my delight. Since you asked so nicely.
All right, since you asked so nicely.
Yes. Come on, Thomas. He doesn't strike me as the sort of person who's easily riled by someone, but Nancy could put anybody in a bad mood. You walk into that shop, you know, feeling like it's a spring day and the lambs are springing away as well and the flowers are blooming, and you come out and it's like this. And it's all down. I've parked the wrong way again. It's all down to her lovely demeanour. You should interview her and ask her how she gets on with customers. In her role, I am going this way purely because I shouldn't be going this way. I've just realised I'm going to go around the loop here and deliver some parcels and things. I have a parcel here, and then I could cut back and go back down there. I'll do that. Let's do the parcel first. It's not that house, it's this house. Nice snowman. Very nice snowman. I wonder how the guy at the motel's getting on and whether he's completely revolutionised their system. I can't remember where I am. I'm on 203 Jackson Street. It says there, look, by the map. Now you can find it. It's that one. It's the hat box. Could be a cheese. Could be a hat in the shape of a cheese. Good snowman. Like the arms. The bent and broken sticks are particularly attractive. Doorbell. Always red doorbell. No, you missed it again.
The Kovacs family always heads to Arizona in the wintertime.
Alright, we'll just leave it there then. Hopefully it'll still be there when they return in 3 weeks. I mean, you know, if you knew that the Kovacs were out of town, why would you send them a parcel? You wouldn't, would you? I can't remember how to get into vehicles this side. It doesn't come naturally to me at all. Enter. Right, we're away. I'm just going to pop round the corner and drop this letter off. I'm not messing about today. There's nobody on the roads. It's Boxing Day. Everyone's staying in, watching reruns of films they've seen 16 times before on TV. Oh, that's interesting. What was that? I've still got my dinner date with Emily coming up. And I've also parked a little bit too far away from 104. But the walk will do me good because I need to work off. Wasn't it 104? I parked way too far away. It was 102. I need to work off all that food I ate the day before.
Satisfied customer. Unless it's Bill's.
Doesn't look like it. So wonder your glasses don't steam up. I parked so far away. Why did I do that? I love the way his feet scuff the snow as he's walking along. There's little things like that you just sort of notice them in the down moments in the game when you're not tremendously busy doing other things. Now I realise I went the wrong way there, so I'm going to try and get a move on. Hey, I didn't hit the curb. Oh, I did hit the curb. Pride comes before a fall. I celebrated too soon. Oh, there's a letter I've got to deliver down here, isn't there? I've literally driven around the block. I've just driven around the block to deliver this letter, but then I'm not paying the fuel bill, so... And they haven't got electric vehicles yet. It's which side of the road? It's that side of the road. Get out. Run across the road carefully, observing traffic before you do so. Deliver the mail.
There we go.
There we go. Nice lights. Although I quite like the ones on the house next door, actually. They're rather good. Some of these houses do not appear to have lights on them. Thomas has not commented on that. It said stop. I will stop. I want to say the lake looks just as frozen as before. If not before. Ooh! I've overshot. I'll just reverse onto the... Oh heavens. I'll just reverse onto the pavement. Get out of your vehicle. Yes, get off there. Backtrack. Seriously, it is a disco dancing walk, isn't it? Don't you think? Maybe he's got bad hips. After all these years of... Oh, what have I just done wrong? Nothing. After all these years of 40 years of delivering the mail, it's finally getting to him.
Somehow it's always nice when our neighbors get a letter. Here's to you, Andy and Toby.
Yes, Andy and Toby. 40 years of it. I mean, that's dedication. That's the jankiest piece of parking I've seen you do yet. It's just awful. You should be ashamed. Let's hope no one else sees how you've just parked there. They'll be breathalyzing you. And brake. Overshot again. I'm determined to get right next to the boxes from now on. Look at this. It's going to be the speediest delivery service going. What they got? You didn't even bother putting your glasses on to look at that. How do you even know you've given it to the right house? You could have misdelivered that mail. That could have been something really important, like the deeds to a gold mine or confirmation of a winning lottery ticket. Or an invitation to have a jumper knitted by Mildred. I mean, there's a prize you wouldn't want to win. I'm sorry, Mildred, no offence, but I don't like woolly jumpers. I can't wear woolly jumpers. I have to wear something underneath any kind of jumper that I wear. Like a sort of base layer of some sort. Fortunately, I've got things that I use when I'm running and stuff like that can be double-purposed. I'm not liking looking. It's not looking good. The weather here is closing in. Mailmen should be at home in front of the fire. There's a power pole there. How could you not see it?
Thomas, just keep the wheels steady and trust the snow chains on the tires.
Yeah, I'm heading up here because bridge. Oh, nice sound. Because somewhere up here I've got to deliver a parcel. Oh, is this Roberts? I think this might be Roberts.
Our honeymoon to Niagara Falls all those many years ago.
Really? I think this might be Roberts. Bear Creek is a parcel. Lumber mill place. Yeah, look at the falls. Bear Creek.
A belated Christmas gift? Maybe.
I don't know. Is Robert in? I'm going to the door. There is no doorbell.
Hey there. Looks like Santa's a little late this year.
Hey, Robert. Yes. You keep ordering heavy parcels and Santa will skip you altogether.
If you keep ordering heavy parcels like this, Santa might just skip your house altogether.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Thomas.
Don't diss the mailman.
That must be the fire pit I ordered. Now I can finally go ice fishing without freezing at the same time.
Ice fishing?
It sounds like an adventure.
That sounds like a nice adventure.
Well, you're in luck. Bert's out of town, so I could use someone else to talk to.
Oh, an invitation.
Not that Bert talks that much. How about it? Tomorrow evening.
Ooh, do we get to do this? We'll go ice fishing.
Sure, let's do it. But you better make sure that fire pit is working.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'll bring all the gear, but feel free to bring some booze.
You didn't mention alcohol.
Hey, did you have a nice Christmas, by the way?
We've had better. Meredith couldn't make it. Yeah, let's be honest.
I've had better. My daughter couldn't make it.
Sorry to hear that. Anyways, I won't hold you up any longer. I need to assemble this baby. See you tomorrow, Thomas. I'll come pick you up.
Okay, that's a date. Does that mean that's now appeared on my ice fishing with Robert on Friday? It has. Whoa, we're going ice fishing. What does that mean? I've committed you to doing something I don't know how to do. I'm really sorry, Thomas. I've led a very sheltered life, what can I say? Oh, God. Oh, that's alright, that's a bush you can drive through. Back to the main road for you, I think. Mind the bridge, mind the bridge. It's been there many, many years, and it's still got a lot of years' service to get in. Back to the main road and turn right. Put a letter and a parcel. You see, just when you think that there isn't going to be any traffic, there is traffic. Now, the van, I've noticed, only speeds up to any extent if you don't turn the steering wheel. If it's driving in a straight line, it can get a fair old lick on, but if you're constantly twitching at it, it won't. So notice here, I'm speeding up to the extent that I can almost overtake this vehicle. I'm going to try to. Ooh! Contact was made. I'm just showing that, you know, it's a public service we're providing here. It has its privileges. Whoa, stop! This road. We've got another off-the-track letter to deliver. This is even worse than the previous track.
These cabins must be so cozy in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Cold.
Did you see that boulder disappear?
Probably freezing cold.
Yes. Yeah, probably not a place to find yourself stuck. Oh, hang on. How on earth am I going to get my vehicle out of here? This is... It's over there, I think. Do you know what? I'm going to drive door-to-door service because I don't know what I've got in the back. Get out. Let's see what we have. It's only a letter. Do you have a letterbox? Have I gone past it? I may have driven past it. There it is. You do have a letter... Do you call them letterboxes in the United States? I don't know what they're called. I know they have those little flags on the side that they put up to show there's something in it. But or is it when you need something collected? Is that how it works? I don't know how this works. Very sheltered life. Probably need to go back to that junction and then take the fork to the right. It's going to be a sharp one. Ooh, yes, nicely. Well done. And from here... Oh, no, dead end. I've gone the wrong way. Have I? Yes, I have. Willow Road is a dead end. This is where they're going to find me, in the snow. The body of Thomas Weiss was discovered. The mailman appeared to have got lost in a blizzard, in broad daylight, on a route he's been travelling on for 40 years. Okay, now we need to turn right. And I think we're on the last of our parcels. That snow is getting like a blanket of thickness. The visibility is starting to go down. There's no wildlife around here, I've noticed. This would have benefited from some deer or something. And we're at the... Oh, hello. We have people in the car park of the motel. Ooh. We can state the blindingly obvious, which is, looks like you're having some car trouble, or we could welcome them to Providence Oaks. But Thomas is carrying a heavy parcel, so...
Whoa, looks like you're having some car trouble.
Yeah, just a second, my good man. Gabriel, can you figure out what's wrong with this blasted vehicle?
It's bust.
Some good news here.
I mean, I'm not really a car mechanic, Mr. Price, but I know the smoke isn't a good sign.
It's not. No.
Duh, Einstein. Say, hey, Mr. Mailman, what's your story?
So what? I'm delivering a package. The clue is in my hand. My name's Thomas Weiss, and yes, I do deliver the mail. Wait a minute, aren't you Connor Price, KNW6 News?
Wait a minute. Aren't you Connor Price, KNW6 News?
In the flesh. Are you a regular viewer?
No. Absolutely. I like to catch up on the local goings-on. Enough to know you're quite the reporter. So let's do that.
I tune in occasionally. Enough to know you're quite the reporter.
I see. And is yours a Nielsen family? With an odometer and everything?
No. No. Now, we can say we're not, or we can just throw this back at him, as Thomas might, and say, Nielsen? No.
Nielsen? No, the name's Weiss.
Then how does that help me? Huh?
Uh-huh.
Gabe, if you don't know what you're doing, then why on God's green earth are you fiddling around with that engine?
Just thought I'd pop up in the hood, Mr. Price. What with the smoke and all? It needs to vent.
Needs to vent, huh? Never have I felt more like a busted car engine. God! I'm dying in this podunk country-ass town. Bunch of freaking yokels.
So, hey there.
Who are you?
I see you've already had the privilege of the full Connor Price experience.
He's a peach. Well worth the price of admission. He needs to blow off some steam. He needs to learn some manners.
I guess that car engine isn't the only thing that needs to blow off steam.
Yeah, Connor can be a bit much.
Self-centered?
Anyway, I'm Ilsa Richter, local TV segment producer turned car problem solver. And that sporting young man over there is Gabriel Serrano, local TV sound guy turned amateur mechanic. Emphasis on amateur.
Hey, I never claimed to know anything about cars.
True.
Just because I used to be a studio tech, Mr. Price put me on engine duty. Anyway, nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you. I'm Thomas Weiss.
And my arms are getting longer by the second. Mail carrier turned TV reporter's punching bag, and I know just the guy to fix your car problem. He does know someone. That occurred to me.
And as the local mail carrier, I know just the guy to fix your car problem.
If you mean young car service, I'm way ahead of you, Mr. Weiss. They're on their way right now.
That's great, Ilsa. You're an even better car problem solver than you are a segment producer.
Flattery will get you everywhere, Gabe.
Okay. You need to find a room, you two.
Young.
Which shouldn't be hard because you're at a motel. He'll have you fixed up in no time. I should be getting back to the mail. I thought you were going to call for the young helper from the garage, actually. Never mind.
Getting back to the mail. See you around town, maybe?
God, I hope not. No offense, Mr. Weiss, but we need to get out of here.
You need to
We're
get
supposed
Connor
to start
out of
shooting
there.
in Melville like an hour ago.
Hey, Mr. Mailman. Come in here for a second, please.
Oh, no.
Excuse me.
No.
Apparently calls. Happy travels.
Now, I very much hope this is not an occasion for him to return the favour and be obnoxious because of Thomas dismissing him yesterday. So we meet again. This is your alternative to working at the post office. Sounds like there's an emergency. I'm going to go with so we meet again. We'll go down the Bond route.
So we meet again.
Uh-huh. Hey, I'm new here. All of a sudden, I have to check in 3 people at once who want their own room.
How could they do that?
Separate but close to one another, all equipped with
Yes.
TV VCRs. And, well, long story short, I need to reach Emily Weiss, stat. I'm guessing the local post guy would know where to reach her.
Ooh. I'm sure you'll figure things out in no time. I happen to know her home number by heart. Sure, her home number is 555 Go Take a Hike. It's nothing personal, but I don't like your attitude, so...
Sure. Her home number is 555 Go Take a Hike.
Oh, thank you ever so much for nothing. God, where am I supposed to see whether room 2 has a VCR installed?
Aren't you the computer expert?
Leave the parcel here on the counter. Bye.
It's probably another computer.
They're already gone. Mighty fast towing there, Ben.
Yeah, good work, Ben. Ben, good work. We're impressed by the good workiness. And I still can't remember the difference between left and right. All those years of habit of climbing into the right-hand door of a vehicle if you're going to drive it. Return to the post office. Without damaging anything else. I'm gonna go this way, I think. Because, you know, why not? It's scenic. We could do with the drive. I want to test out the van as well. I want to just make sure everything's hunky-dory with it. We'll zip over the dam. Ooh, it's getting some speed up now. I mean, it's helping that I'm not steering at all. I'm just pointing it in a direction. Uh-oh, what's that? Oh, it's a truck. Ooh! And that's what happens. Perhaps the game does that to you. If you don't input any steering controls, it generates a vehicle to make you steer. That would be a good mechanic, wouldn't it? We're on the way back. Habitation's not far away, Thomas. Don't worry, you'll be found. If anything happens to you on this road, you will be found. A helpful trucker will find you. I took my eye off the road there because I was looking at the map. Here we are. Familiar things are starting to loom into sight. There's a lot more traffic on the road this afternoon. And I think I've just gone the wrong way. So I'm going to have to backtrack a little. Hope there's nothing coming behind me because I can't see it if there is. And then I'm going to... I'm glad I'm not responsible personally for this vehicle. Go this way. I'm pretty sure I should have gone down here, yeah, back onto the main road that runs alongside of the lake. You may be able to get to the post office the top way as well, but this looked quicker. And the mail can't... There was me saying there's no wildlife, and that was a fox, wasn't it? Did that look like a fox to you? I swear this game's listening to me. That was definitely a fox. I may have to watch that back in slow motion and find out if it is, but I think it was. Swing up here. The car's still there. It has to be Frank's. He's a creature of habit, isn't he? He parks in exactly the same place. I said, parking in exactly the same place. Goodness. Thursday, December the 26th. It's the evening. Boxing Day evening.
But isn't Connor Price
back again?
Oh, that's him, huh? He's taller than he looks on TV.
She looks so like Meredith. Let's hope he's in a better mood now. Hoped you'd be spared the Connor Price experience.
I was hoping you'd be spared the Connor Price experience. Suffice it to say, he was not friendly.
Wow, sounds like a real jerk.
Perhaps he's come back to apologise. Yeah, shouldn't you be in Melville?
Mr. Price? Aren't you supposed to be in Melville?
Well, hey there. Good to see you, man. Yeah, change of plans, I'm afraid. Oh, hi, ma'am. I don't think we've met. Connor Price, KNW6.
Welcome to the Oregon Trail Motel, sir. Better get to work, honey. I'll see you tonight.
Okay, what's up with her? Christmas hangover?
He did tell her about the earlier meeting, and she wasn't impressed by you, Mr. Connor. I can't understand why.
No, it's just that I told her about our earlier meeting.
Oh, I see. Yeah, about that.
Yes, Mr. Connor Price.
Listen, I'm man enough to admit that it wasn't my finest hour. I'm usually a lot more easygoing. In fact, the Willamette Week once called me one of the most likable faces in local broadcasting.
One of. Local. Water under the bridge as far as I'm concerned. It's easy to be nice when everything's fine. The Willamette Week gave you a good review. Yeah, let's stomp on that.
The Willamette Week gave you a good review? That's impressive.
Well, when my car isn't breaking down during a tight shooting schedule, I'm a pretty swell guy. Believe me, that's the price guarantee.
Oh, ouch. I'm burned. So, has Ben Young managed to fix your van yet? You're obviously not in Melville, so where are you?
So, you're obviously not in Melville.
And why?
No, that's the change of plans I was referring to.
Yes.
Turns out we need some parts that the garage doesn't have in stock, so Young's having them shipped over ASAP. But in the meantime, we've decided to stay right here in lovely, picturesque, whatchamacallit, USA.
Providence Oaks, PO for short. Yeah, what happened to the Melville project, though? I'm going to push about this.
But weren't you supposed to be shooting something in Melville?
Yeah, well, to be honest, all these little villages look pretty much the same to me anyway. See, we're supposed to be shooting some remotes on local end-of-year festivities and such. A grand kickoff to our special series on small-town American life. And it doesn't really make much of a difference if we start here or in freaking Melville.
Honestly... I mean, yeah, would Thomas Weiss really go down the route of dissing another local town in order to boost Providence Oaks? Or would he rather sort of agree with him and say, yes, from your perspective,
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
A great little place, too. This town has warmth. I like warmth. And so do our viewers, I'm betting. So get ready for your town to be featured in part 1 of The Oregon Trail.
Gosh.
Title pending. Might be a little too on the nose.
Yeah, it was very original. That is the same name as this motel. There's some sort of computer game with that name. There is. Not just a computer game either.
I hear there's some sort of computer game with that name now. Though I don't really know much about computers, that's more my daughter's area of expertise.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Real conversations with real Americans, right? But as fun as this is, I should be turning in. The 3 of us each got our own quaint little room. Mine's non-smoking, unfortunately. Still beats Gabriel's. His doesn't even have a TV. Can you believe it?
Well, the guy on the desk did a good job putting you in a non-smoking room and making you go outside to do it, so I'm warming to him. Yes, I think I can. Oh, the irony. Yes, oh, the irony.
Oh, the irony.
Anyway, great banter. See you around, my main mailman.
Bye.
He's already forgotten your name. Ugh. I mean, you know, do we really wish him to even be in our lovely township? I'm going to watch TV. I read a book last time. Oh, it's the cop programme again. I wonder if they've caught anybody yet. I think I know who did it, actually.
Attention, everybody!
Yep.
There's a suspect situation at the drive-in.
Sounds like a job for fries and a hamburger. Real funny, guys. Okay, Klaus, let's go check it out. Let's get ready to rumble.
And it got better from there. Okay. It's December the 27th, the morning. Boxing Day is but a memory. There's mail to be delivered.
What a glorious fine Friday it is out there, y'all. Want to hear a PO positive? You tuned into the right frequency.
PO positive or pet peeves?
Let's hear one from Mildred Meow Jenkins.
Hi, Jack. I would like to thank our own Robert Harris for all the snow he shoveled from my driveway this week.
Good work, Robert.
He even brought a fish snack for my cats. Say thank you to Robert now, my dears.
Way to go, Robert. Feel free to help clear out my driveway as well. It's only about a quarter of a mile. And it'll probably need shoveling because more snow's coming. But we're back to bright and sunny skies later today.
Good.
Back to the music.
Yeah, let's get back to the music. Let's get back to our job because we're not paid to sit around here listening to the wireless. Are we? I seem to have a letter for... Well, basically it looks like I'm delivering it to the actual... Oh, it's a parcel. Oh no, it's here. I'll just reverse and park. No one's going to mind me parking here across the junction, are they? I'll get up the edge of here again, see if I can block some more traffic in. Let's go to the bookshop. Honestly, those books she gave them for Christmas. Oh, I've forgotten where we are. 300 Main Street, please. Big box.
Okay, let's get this to its destination.
Ooh, that looks heavy. It could be graphic novels. And as usual, she's reading. And as usual, she has no customers and none of the stock appears to have moved. Hey, Beth.
Hi, Beth. Got a delivery for you. Where do you want it?
On the counter.
Oh, dear Thomas. I almost didn't see you come in there. I was lost in thought, I suppose.
Put it down, Thomas.
Please just put it on the counter, if you will. Thank you.
Thank heaven for that.
And thank you again for a lovely Christmas dinner. I had a marvelous time with you all.
You're welcome.
We loved having you over, Beth, as always.
Oh, you.
Emily and I had a great time.
Did you hear the stress on you there? We loved having you over, Beth. But that's about that news of yours, yes. Oh, yes, this could be their last Christmas. That sounds like a... Quick, pencil and paper. I could write a song. Mildred doesn't know how to read the room. That is correct. Mildred was a little bit behind the beat. Let's be sad about the fact that this seems to be a parting of ways.
Although always is not going to last forever, it seems.
Well put, Thomas. I do like that.
It was a shock, but I understand why the grass is greener in the south. It was a shock.
It was quite a shock for both Emily and myself, to be honest. We've known each other for so long, practically part of each other's furniture.
Let me guess. I'd be your bookshelf.
Huh? Yes, all the books on there are a gift from you anyways. Yes, and we'll be your mailbox. Oh gosh, can we just stop this analogy?
Yes, and we'd be your mailbox. Or I would be, I suppose.
Let's all laugh.
Oh, but I will miss you two. As Helen Keller once wrote, so long as the memory of certain beloved friends lives in my heart, I shall say that life is good.
Oh, that's nice of her to say. That's very nice. You're like a walking library, Beth. Always a fitting quote. That's nice. I'd write it down, but I forgot my pen. We'll miss you too, Beth. But she is like a walking library.
You're like a walking library, Beth. Always a fitting quote.
So, haven't you ever thought of moving closer to Meredith over all these years? She is living quite a ways away, right?
You ask an interesting question. I'm guessing they have thought about it. Of course they'll have thought about it. It will have crossed their minds. How much time they've spent thinking about it, how seriously, is another question.
Thought about it? Yes.
But
your news has put things into perspective, I suppose.
Ooh.
But leaving here would sure be a big step. Maybe too big, I don't know.
She's given them an idea.
Maybe Meredith will even make it out here one day. And there's always the phone, of course.
And don't forget the postal service.
Well, yes, binding the nation together.
Binding the nation together.
Well, I won't keep you any longer, Thomas. I need to sort through this new delivery you've just brought in. And believe you me, that's going to take me a while.
Maybe it's time for some new glasses. It's best to take your time with things like that. It is best to take your time with it. Also, I'm wondering what's going to happen to your bookshop when you leave.
I understand. It's best to take your time with things like that.
Exactly. Whether one likes it or not. Until next time, my friend.
Up and at 'em. See you, Beth.
See you, Beth. It's not going to be the same without Beth. And I'll be able to find the door in a moment. Honest to goodness. I'd lose my nose if it wasn't fastened to my face. Yes. All right. We've managed to deliver the sum total of 1 parcel. Let's get moving. Before we find ourselves snowed in, have to be rescued by a snowplow from the farm. Or by Robert, who's probably got pretty good travel facilities, living out in the sticks as he does. We have a parcel for you too. I bet they're not in. They're never in. 105th East 4th Street parcel, please. It'll be that one.
Part and parcel.
Huh. Oh, it's tiny. Will it go through the letterbox? They don't have a letterbox. Do you leave parcels? I don't know. No, I don't think you do. I think you ring doorbells and they all sound like this. Yeah, that wasn't the doorbell either, was it?
Nobody's home.
Put it down then.
And yet another satisfied customer.
Well, I think they'd have been more satisfied had they been there to take actual physical delivery of the parcel, or had you been able to secrete it somewhere where it would not be stolen by a passing person who's chancing their arm. So, not so good. Where are we going for the next one? Straight across the road by the looks of it. I like the way the size of the symbol changes to show you your proximity to it. That's a very clever device, and I've only just noticed that. Even after playing Lake, that's the first time I've noticed that. Park up, we can do this one because we're right next to it. That was easy. 104.
Fancy handwriting on this one.
Got to be an invitation. Got to be an invitation, don't you think? And then we might as well not drive to this one. We'll just cut across. At least it's sunny. It may be snowing, and it may be freezing cold. He's not wearing gloves, so it can't be that cold. And it's sunny. At least. Not 303. Could be 301. 301.
Another satisfied customer. Unless it's Bill's.
You've been doing this job too long, Thomas. You've started to, even when you're talking to yourself, you've started to say the same things over and over again. You've been doing this job too long, Thomas. Even when you're talking to yourself, you've started to say the same things over and over again. And we're in. Right. Now, there's a whole clutch of mail. I'm reversing. Yep. Overconfidence. That's what you're looking at. Ooh, a little bit too soon there. There's a whole clutch of parcels and letters up this way. And this is going out of the top end of town, which I don't normally do. Isn't it? I think it is. No, baby. I'm not sure. Yes, I think it is. No, it's not. Oh god, the place, it's just so similar in every direction. This will be yours. Brakes. Jump out. 104. Mail.
There we go.
There we go. Jump back in. We'll drive around the corner. It looks a little bit far. It's quicker than walking. Plus these sort of vans are designed to be stop-started, aren't they? Now, I think it's you. 102. I'm pretty sure it's you. It is 102. It's not 102. Isn't that weird? It definitely felt like I was parking against the right one there. It's 104 again. I can't climb the curb. I've forgotten how to climb curbs. It's time I retired.
Fancy handwriting on this one.
Yes, we know. Good tree on the side of your house, by the way. Liking the tree. Didn't spot that last time I went past. Parcel next. Whoever it is. Let's rock. Quick look to the left, quick look to the right. And we're away. Some parcels behind us too, so we're going to have to go back along this road. Ooh. Ooh, I'm not watching the road. Long way out here. But it does get rid of two at the same time on the far side of the bridge. I think I'm going to have to nip up this here road. I should learn the name of these roads by now, but I've never made an effort to learn them. Because map. When you've got a map, you don't need it, do you? 103 Vintage Street. Do you have a parcel? I bet you do. 103 Vintage. God, there's a load of parcels today. I bet they're not in. I bet they're not in. That's why they've left all those lights on, to make it look like they are in. No. Doorbell. Not bad. I'm going to give you 5 out of 5.
Must be out of town for the holidays.
Shh. You don't know who's listening. Goodness sake.
Neither snow nor rain nor heat nor gloom of night.
Yes. Nothing's going to stop you delivering that mail, is it? Apart from old age, infirmity, retirement, or accident. Or a combination of them. That's that one. Now that's easy, I like that one. There's nowhere else to be. You're right next to it. Look at that. I could literally have just stuck my arm out of the door and stuck it in the box. That's my kind of delivery. Get off the pavement. You do have to take your finger off the accelerator when you're in cornering, because otherwise the van does lean a long way out. And it also doesn't accelerate well round corners. It doesn't like corners particularly. Okay, so 2 parcels this way. 2. Oh look, wildlife. It looked like an eagle. Yeah, we're getting there, Frank. I mean, Thomas. Frank on the brain. Here we are. That parcel suddenly got very big. I'm literally all over the road here. I'm wandering from one side of the road to the other. How do I get to that house? Oh. Hey, that's interesting. Do I have to go up here? Oh, now I'm a little bit out of my comfort zone here. I'm actually, yeah, there's this kind of track, but it's not a very good track, is it? Look at the state of it. Barely shows up on the map. Oh, wow. Okay, hold it. This is where it looks like... Oh. We've got to go around this corner. Okay, I'm lost. I don't know how to get there. I'm going to continue down this road because there's a parcel sign here which I can deliver. And then I'll go back and work out that one. That looks like I might have to do it on foot. Mo's Diner! First time! Okay, this is parcel from Mo, who we haven't met yet in this game. Obviously she's part of Lake itself. 500 Lake Road. It's probably menus. Now this is somewhere that actually has got customers. This is where everybody is. This is why they're not buying books and renting videos. They're all stuffing their faces in Mo's Diner.
Okay, so we still need to check Spanner Dam for the mood shots.
Oh.
According to this, it offers damn fine views. So...
Hey, Mr. Mailman. Come on over. Talk to us for a sec.
Oh, must I?
We don't have time for idle chit-chat.
Hey.
He can help us out, Ilsa.
Yes.
No one knows the town like a mailman. Right, Mr. Weiss?
You could say that. I have got a parcel to deliver that I can't deliver because I'm lost, but let's just put that to one side for the moment, shall we? Hey, Mr. Serrano, Miss Richter. I don't know. I might know the town too well. Quite right. What do you need? Oh, let's do the I don't know thing.
Well, I don't know. I might know the town too well.
Too well? What do you mean?
Oh, you shouldn't have said that.
No, I get it.
Investigative
Hard to see
reporters.
the town you've lived in for so long through the eyes of a tourist or the TV audience. Right, Mr. Weiss?
That's exactly the point he was trying to make. When it comes to PO, he's kind of snowblind.
Yep. When it comes to PO, I guess I'm kind of snowblind.
A seasonally appropriate metaphor. I approve.
Anyway, we're scouting out this beautiful town of yours for our report on small town America.
Well,
it's great, but we could use the inside track. So, any secret spots we're bound to miss, but shouldn't?
You're in the right place. It's small, it's a town, and it's in America. Mackey's Bait and Tackle, the Watchtower of Eagle Peak, Jack Reynolds Farm. Well, the Bait and Tackle, he's not there, is he? Bert's not in, so don't send them there. How about the Watchtower at Eagle Peak?
The Watchtower up at Eagle Peak.
Yes.
You can take in the view among the treetops.
Yes.
But make sure you watch out for those creaky steps.
Oh, hey, Maureen.
Hey, Maureen.
Now, here's your coffee, folks. Sorry for the delay. Faucet's been acting up again, which should have been fixed yesterday.
Oh, you want me to check on it, Miss Hennessy?
Oh, now look at you. My knight in woolen armor. Would you, dear?
I can take a look.
Well, isn't that nice of you? Back of the kitchen, honey. Ashley, someone who does know what he's doing
Wait for
is
it.
coming in. Show him where the busted faucet is. And stay out of his way. Ashley's a sweetheart, but when it comes to fixing things, that boy is all thumbs.
See, this is what the segment should be. Interacting with the townsfolk, helping out. I love it.
I was waiting for something there because in Lake, the guy who works in the back room of the kitchen, there's a certain characteristic when there are interactions with him. I won't spoil it by saying what. We'll wait and see if it happens. Such a nice fellow. Does he actually know anything about faucets?
Does he actually know anything about faucets?
Yeah. You're in good hands, Maureen.
That's my map.
Gabriel may look and act like a naive little pup, but he can fix anything. Well, except for our van. But other than that...
Oh, is that a fact? Well, in that case, I can think of a few more things he could fix around here, if you catch my drift.
Maureen, that's not becoming. There's a lady present. We'll just pretend we didn't hear that, right? Haha, classic Maureen. Yeah, Maureen, there's a lady present.
Maureen, there's a lady present.
Yes, pull her up a little.
Let me just go check him out. Check on him, I mean.
So, anyway.
That's my map. I've got it here. It's the exact same map. I've got to pick it up. I've got to pick it up to show you so you can compare it with the one that they've got there on the table. Here, look. It's exactly the same. I don't think I've ever had that happen before in a game. So I should probably get going. So, Richter, is that German? Because Weiss is. Have you tried the blueberry pie? Let's inquire about backgrounds. She can see your name's Thomas because it's on your coat.
So?
Wait. You had the Connor Price experience the other day. Have you recovered yet?
No.
I actually encountered him outside the motel yesterday evening.
Yeah. We had a nice chat about your new plans. Still fuming, albeit literally. Yeah, I'm going to say that. No, let's do the nice chat about plans.
We had a nice chat about your new plans.
Really? Oh, did he greet you with, "Good to see you, man"?
It's probably what he does to everybody. Yes, how did you know? Indeed, he was quite enthusiastic. I don't recall, possibly.
Yes, how did you know?
That's his go-to when he's forgotten your name.
So.
It's "Good to see you, man" for guys and "Hey, lady" for gals.
Really?
Yeah, that's him. That's what he does.
Wouldn't worry about it, though. He called me Lisa for the better part of a year. Connor's a lot. But I guess after this week, I can update my resume with not just segment producer and car problem solver, but also Connor Price wrangler.
It must be weird being stuck in a town with two colleagues. Gabriel seems very nice, though. You know, you remind me of my daughter. She is a bit like Meredith.
You know, you remind me of my daughter.
Yes.
Smart, tough.
Yes.
Too hardworking.
Oh? And does her cynical demeanor mask her deeply felt insecurities and profound loneliness, too?
I think it probably does, actually. That stopped him in his tracks.
Kidding. Or am I?
No, I don't think she is.
I'm not as tough as I look. Sometimes that whole Connor Price experience can get to me.
Yes, I can imagine.
At least Gabe's a welcome antidote, that big old puppy dog. He's as uncomplicated as Connor is complicated.
Well now, sounds like someone is getting a little warm under the collar for our Gabriel. Just between you and me, honey, I have a hunch that feeling is more than mutual.
I do too. Maureen, you shouldn't startle people like that. She does appear at your table, doesn't she, as if by magic. Is the faucet fixed yet, Maureen? Let's reunite these two.
Fixed yet?
All I know is, I just spent 5 minutes with our knight in the kitchen, and during that time, he mentioned Ilsa about 12 times.
There you go.
Well,
Faucet's all better now, Mo. And we should be hitting the road right about now.
Right. Thanks, Maureen. Nice talking
thanks,
to you,
Maureen.
Thomas.
Maureen.
Bye now, folks. Be sure to check in again soon, you hear?
You little matchmaker, you.
These TV folks sure know how to liven things up, don't they?
Indeed, Maureen.
And you haven't even met Connor Price. I was thinking the same thing. They're the talk of the town, all right. I don't think we should meddle in their affairs, though. No, I'm going to say you haven't met Connor Price yet.
You haven't even met the main event, Connor Price.
Oh, that reminds me. You know about my little New Year's Eve shindig, right? I'm counting on you and Emily. We'll party like it's 1986.
You?
Because
crazy
it will be.
We'll be there, wouldn't miss it for the world. Can't promise we'll make it, but we'll try. I'll discuss it with Emily. I think they'd want to be there. Do you think they'd want to be there? Or will he discuss it? I think he's going to discuss it with Emily. Let's see what Emily thinks on this. Don't accept on her behalf. Discuss it first.
I'll discuss it with Emily.
Yeah.
Best get back to
The
it.
prudent approach.
Bye now.
Including your partner in the decision, rather than excluding her. Now I've got to find out how to get that blooming parcel to that non-existent road. I may have to go overland. There needs to be a snowmobile in the back of this van, or we're in big trouble. It's definitely this way. I want to say it's this way. Ooh, be careful now. Do you know, I'll go this way for a change instead. I'll see if I can get out from this side. Sorry. Delivering the mail. No, it's essentially just in the middle of there, isn't it? Alright, off we go. Right, everybody look for a road that goes off to the left. Round about here-ish. I mean, I can't even see. Oh, there it is. Oh, here we are. This is it. It's not terribly well signposted. Oh, hang on. Yeah, this is it. Old logging road, yes. Are you the old logger? I've got a parcel for you. You won't believe the trouble I've been to get this thing into your hands. I hope you're duly grateful. 2 logging road. 2? Where's 1? Is that it up there? Oh, that could be 1. God, this looks heavy. And also my feet are slipping on the slow. I'm trying to walk up a slope here. Take this off me, for goodness sake, Frank.
Ah, look who's here.
Hey, Thomas. Yeah, I needed to take care of some stuff.
And took your shirt
Hardly
in.
any customers at the post office anyway.
Oh my heaven. His shed's full of fireworks. It's a powder keg. What if someone needs to send something urgent? Aren't you worried Walter Morgan might show up? Walter Morgan is the kind of supervisor for the area, the postal district. Yeah, I'm sure they'll just drop by again a little later. What happens if someone needs to send something urgent, Frank?
I don't know, Frank. What if there's someone who needs to send something urgent?
Are you crazy?
If it's really urgent, I'll drive it over to the distribution center myself.
Oh, right.
They know they can count on me.
If you say so, Frank.
If you say so, Frank. It's none of my business.
That big sucker you're carrying is for me, huh? Right on time. It's all coming together.
Aren't there laws about...
You can keep a little secret, right?
Yeah, can do. Sending that sort of stuff through the post? I'm pretty sure there are, aren't there? Of course, Frank, I can keep a secret. Well, I've always tried and rarely failed. Not if it gets me into trouble, Frank.
Not if it gets me into trouble, Frank.
Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal in any case.
Really?
A buddy of mine was able to get his hands on some premium quality fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm selling them with a nice profit. And anything I can't sell, well, let's just say you want to be outside Moe's Diner when the clock strikes 12 on New Year's Eve.
Oh.
Frank, that sounds illegal and dangerous.
I'm going to pretend we never had this conversation. Classic Frank Coleman, just how I like it. Shouldn't you stick to sports betting? Well, I mean, we don't want you to be betting money in the first place. I'm not going to suggest that. I'm just going to pretend we never had this conversation, Frank.
I'm going to leave now and pretend we never had this conversation.
Okay, Thomas, fair enough. See you at the office. And I hope you still enjoy the show.
Frank is a liability. Return to the post office. Frank is a liability. Discuss. It sounds like an exam question, and it is. Frank could get Thomas into a whole lot of hot water, which, in this freezing weather, might seem attractive. But, oh, hang on, I can't really turn this thing round here. Ooh, oh, that was the bumper. Yeah, mind the trees, they've been there a long time. Now I need to get back down to the road, which is down here. It wasn't that hard. It actually wasn't that hard. He could get you in an awful lot of trouble, Thomas. Frank has schemes. Generally to do with making money. And, you know, I'm going to say no, Frank. If you offer us further chances to get involved with this reckless endeavour of yours, which seems to be setting off a gazillion fireworks, I'm going to decline and buy a tin helmet. And your vehicle is still parked here, Frank. It can't be your car. The mystery of the estate car deepens. It's not my car. It's not Thomas's car. This is the point at which I am going to end the second episode. When I originally started doing this, I did say I was going to do it in 4 episodes, and I'm not sure. I think I probably will do it in 4 episodes. It was just that the first one I don't think I saved in the right place. So I'm going to save here, be back with you in a second. Frank is a bit of a loose cannon in this game. He has the habit of just doing his own thing, and it accidentally involving other people. So it's quite easy to get drawn into a scheme of Frank's, or tarnished by it, or find your life altered because you know Frank. I love this game. It's such a relaxing, chill experience to play. I hope you enjoyed watching episode 2. Looks like there will be 4 episodes in total. I'll be along with episode 3 really soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.